talk to one of the chaplains, but he's too old to be drafted and not strong enough to keep social. Which I think goes with young. Or a nurse, or Viva, what? Guys, you know why Mommy told you not to have many gifts this trip, because it's going to be such a hard winter for everyone. You can read Parks. I'll go, Hannah. Such fun only see a regular note of invitation from Mrs. Gardner. Mrs. Gardner would be happy to see Miss Josephine and Miss March at a little dance on Christmas Eve. Oh, I'm sure Mommy will let us go. Now what shall we wear? Why would you ask that? And you know we should wear our poplin. If only I had silk. Yours looks as good as you. Oh, I forgot the bird.
I always said it was absurd for him to go into the army, and perhaps next time he'll take my advice. Trips? When you see my nephew, ask him what he means by going to the war, getting sick, and then asking me to pull him out of the hole. What does he mean by it, I say? What does he mean? Oh, I knew it wants me to sit down.
Father was doing what he thought was right.
Miss Josephine.
Oh,
She's the only practical woman in the family.
And Joe's out running some errands for Henry. Lori.
Just as I thought. She's probably gadding about that rattle-pad boy. It is not proper. Joe is not with Lori at March. So much the better. Oh, me. I need. I'll never sleep tonight. Tell Josephine to come and read to me. I hope for good news with my nephew, but don't expect it. March never had much stamina. Good night. Ah. 25 you asked for, and a check for 50 more. Oh, I know they're playing those. Bye.
Oh, Mommy, I was afraid she wasn't going to give the money to you after all.
I'm sure she would. She has a
Oh, and March, I'm so surprised to see you.
That's evidence. What on earth was that?
Oh, just one of Father's friends. He came looking for umbrella.
What's Father's friend been saying to make you look like that? There's mischief going on here, and I insist upon knowing what it is.
We were only merely talking.
Who was that man, anyway?
Hush. He'll hear you.
His name.
Brooke. Shan't I call Mother?
Not yet. And, wait, Brooke? That boy's tutor. Oh, I understand now. You haven't gone to accepted him, child. And no, don't call him. Oh, Mrs. Tell me, you mean to marry this, well,
Brooke?
if you do, not one penny of my money goes to you. Remember that.
I will marry whoever I like, Aunt March, and you can leave your money to anyone you wish.
Tidy, is that the way you take my advice, miss? You'll be sorry for by and by you had loved and tried to marry a failure.
Well, it can't be worse than some people who find it in big houses.
Now, Meg, my dear, be reasonable and take my advice. It's your duty to make a rich man, and you ought to marry well, and it'll all be impressed upon you.
Father and Mother don't think so. I mean, they like Mr. Roper, though he is poor.
Your parents, my dear, have no more worldly wisdom than two babies.
I'm glad of it.
This crook
Brooke?
is poor and hasn't got any rich relatives, has he?
No, but he has many warm friends.
You can't live on them. Try it and see how cool they'll grow. He hasn't got any business, has he?
No, not yet, but Mr. Lawrence is going to help him.
Huh, that won't last long. So, you intend to marry a man without money, position, or business, and go on working harder than you do now. And you might be comfortable all your days by minding me and doing better. I thought you had more sense, Meg.
I couldn't have done any better if I waited half a lifetime. John is good and wise. He has heaps of talent and he's willing to work. He is so brave, and I'm so confident that he cares for me a little, though I am young and silly. You know you got relations, child. How dare you say such a thing, Aunt March? My John wouldn't marry for money any more than I would. I'm not afraid of being poor. I mean, I've been happy so far, and I know I will be with him because he loves me, and
Well, I wash my hands of the whole affair. You are a willful child, and you've lost more than you realize by this piece of phone. I'm disappointed in you, and haven't spared to your father now. Don't expect anything from you in your man. You're Mr. Crookshank, so there.
Thank you for defending.
Oh, I'll go, Hannah. Go tell father and mother that the professor's here. Someone could see Miss Stone now. Mr. Bear! Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
And that way she may read to the world and paint it with a pen. I want my people to know me as I know others. So, each of a chance, I may try to bum into the German tongue.
Trying to switch you over to English, I fancy, and quite as difficult.
Her master reminds me, Miss Master, she tell me how you love my Schiller. It's so fried, so bold as to bring in my captive you to see. Oh, one of those sensational pictures though, with the hard pictures. I'm so excited, sir. I did not see you. The spread eagle of family story papers. These are not for young people to read. I have no patience with those who do the harm.
You're right to put them here for you. Young people should not see such things.
I'll not give my child gunpowder to play with than this bad trash.
It's not bad. And there's this demand in it. I don't see any friends for lying. But young people are honest people who make good living on it. That's the story.
There's a demand for whiskey, but I don't think you and I do care to sell. If the responsible people know what harm they did, they would not think they're living honest, and they would have no right to poison the strip club and let those small ones use. And the people who write these stories are not only men, but women, like reapers they do it, desperate their most husbands they turn, to live with thieves, murderers, and criminals. Even though it is only an imagination, it is to live in bad company.
I shall enjoy your Schiller very much. Thank you.
You're not saying to me that's the family? I'm glad to have you.
I'm sorry what to say, but I must say no and take myself away from so pleasant. But after tell Miss Martha that I do myself the pleasure to call this evening a message, that I must heed.
I'm sorry to ask another time you'll stay.
I shall so gladly come again if you be so glad to see me, dear madam.
We shall always be glad to see you, Professor. Good night.
Good night, madam. Good night, sir. Good night. Good night, my friend.
Good night, Professor Bear. Oh, Professor Bear. Good night, Bear.
Good night.
This is a wise man.
And I think he's a good one. Oh, I must help Hannah. Sunshine here. Oh, why don't you come, Joe?
Don't be thorny. That a fellow deserves a little petting after his long ride in college.
Amy, I'm good.
Well, Amy isn't given to petting. Do you hate your boy and want him to go away?
No, it's not. That's me.
I understand, Joe. Oh, come right in.
We'll be glad to see you.
And I to see them, I wait long to greet them all again.
Oh, Mr. Bear! Oh, I love you. Such a friend. When did you come? Oh, you remember tight, don't you?
Indeed I do most pleasantly.
How do you do this, Professor?
Very well, I think. I arrived only this morning. Miss Marshall, how is the little sick one?
Oh, come on, that's here to speak to her, Professor.
May I want to talk to these fellows, my dear friends? They make me think of your eyes.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bear, it's good to see you here again.
And it's good to be here, Miss Amy, and may I congratulate this happy household.
Oh, and may I congratulate you, sir, on the book? I never had anything dedicated to you in Schiller.
It's a good process, Miss Marshall. I'll always begin with the best, but you've been ill, my friend.
Not ill, just tired and worried about that.
Ah, yes, for the good father he has told me, my heart he grieves. I wish I could help, do something.
Oh, thank you, sir, but, nothing can help me now except for those books that I have.
That is in God's hands, Miss Marshall, but the spring comes and that's help much. I know you may think of me, he is old, a stupid fellow, he will not see, but I have an eye and I see, and I have a heart and I feel, but it's best not what I feel now.
We're not going so soon. Nothing will be interrupted.
Thank you, but I think I must go. I think it's time. May the happiness which so richly deserved be yours, but always, my friend. Goodbye.
Bye.
Well then, let us say au wiedersehen.
Listen, that's my Robin. Oh, see how he struts and tries to show off. And he's singing for his supper. Amy, will you bring me some coffee?
Oh, I'll be good with you.
Where's the professor?
He's gone.
On the Archaeological Society report on the burial of the ancients, has stormed a very rousing protest in Boston. Me and Mr. Mark were wondering if we would.
Penny, you look wicked. I don't think you bad boy, but Mr. Park likes you now.
Please, ma'am, I'm going to be married.
Married? Oh my God! Get up and tell me all about it.
Oh, well, you know her. You've known her longer than I have.
As I feared, there is no place in her heart for no fellow like me.
Mr. Bear.
die for you, Miss Masha.
Oh, where have you gone? I thought you were going away.
Do you think I should go out saying farewell to those who have been so heavenfully kind to me?
Yes, but I thought you had more affairs out east.
I have hoped to come once I miss before I go.
Well, what do you need?
I have no longer any business here. It is done. Miss Masha, there is something that will make so bold as to ask you.
Yes, sir?
I am bold to say because such short time remains to me.
Yes, sir?
Do you remember that Tina, Miss Kirk?
Oh, yes. That little Tina that you played menagerie with and you called her Tina?
Yes, my little Tina, she loved to ride my back. Tina's mother, she's very poor. I wish you could address my little Tina, but I'm too stupid to go alone. Will you kindly give me a word of advice and help?
I'd love to, sir.
This Van Eyck. Also perhaps a show off with Tina's mother. She's also very, very poor. And the husband such a cat. Yes, a trick won't so be a funny thing. You think so?
Yes, I'll gladly help you, sir.
Miss Masha, may we go to club shopping together?
Yes, I'll gladly go shopping with you, sir.
Miss Masha, there is something more that makes so bold as to ask you. May we do that shopping trip together tomorrow?
Yes, sure. Tomorrow.
I would like a much paid case, but I made my mind to go far away from you. May I not take from you this burden. Yes. Oh, why do you cry?
Because you're going away.
Joe, I've nothing much thought to give thee. They wait to see if Kent's in Cadbury. And they wait to be sure that I was something more than a friend. Am I canst thou make a little place in the pot for old Fritz?
Yes!
And take your things, my Joe.
My Frederick. Oh, I knew it. I told you so 4 years ago, didn't I, Joe?
Professor, you got one girl in a million, except for mine.
I know that, my friend.
Well, what's the plan? Why not a double wedding?
My Joe Hard, dear final name. My Joe and I, we are very simple people, you see, and the grounding is not for us. My Joe, she is a hot stand in school, meet the teacher. I have little money, not much, but I think perhaps it could be done just as he wishes.
Well, 3 cheers for Bear Garden. Come, let's join hands and dance around the lovers. Oh, what's this? Another pair of lovers.
And it's Grandma's birthday!
Oh, long life to her and every happiness.
Oh my girls! However long you may live, I can never wish you a greater happiness than this. Mr. Gruff was just here, and he will act as your escort to Washington today. Oh, my knee, be careful! What's this? What's this I hear? March sick in Washington? Serves him right. Serves him right. I always said it was absurd for him to go into the army, and perhaps next time he'll take my advice. Father did what he thought was right.
Won't you sit down, Aunt Mark?
No, I won't sit down. A stronger man could have done more. Shouldn't have gone. I knew he'd get fever or something. Never did know how to take care of himself. Or his money. You need be begging me for help now if he had. He'd give his last dollar or a shirt off his back to the first man who asked him. Where would I be now if I'd done that, I'd like to know?
So sorry to ask you for money, Aunt March, but I have nothing for the railroad trip.
Of course not. Of course not. You're just as bad as he is and expect me to come to the rescue. You may be willing to end your days in a poorhouse, but I'm not. I'm a sick old woman. I need all I've got.
The money will be repaid, Aunt March.
But what I'd like to know, such wastefulness gallivanting off to Washington on a scare telegram. I can't afford such trips. When you see my nephew, Ask him what he means by going to the war, getting sick, and asking me to pull him out of the hole. What does he mean by it, I say? What does he mean? Oh, hello, hey, why don't we sit down? Where's Josephine? She's the only practical one in this family.
But Joe went out to run some errands for Mother. Lori...
Just as I thought. She's probably gadding about that rattle-pad boy. It's not proper.
Joe is not with Lori that much.
So much the better. Oh, my knee. My knee, I'll never sleep tonight. Tell Josephine to come and read to me. I hope for good news of my nephew, but don't expect it. March never had much stamina. Good night. Here's the 25 you asked for, and a check for 50 more. Oh, I know there's later.
Oh my gosh, Mommy, I didn't think she was going to give it to us after all.
Buddy. Bless me with all this.
Father's friend was here. We were merely talking.
You look incredibly surprised to see me.
I am just surprised. Father's friend and I were merely speaking.
Merely speaking. There's mischief going on here. I insist upon doing what it is.
No, Mr. Brooke was just here for his umbrella.
Brooke? That boy's tutor. Ah, I understand now. You haven't gone and accepted him, child.
Hush! He'll hear you. Shan't I call Mother?
Not yet. Tell me, you mean to marry this cook, Brooke? If you do, not one penny of my money goes to you.
Shall marry whom I please, Aunt March. And you can leave your money to anyone you like.
Toddy, is that the way you take my advice, miss? You'll be sorry for it by and by when you've tried love and hard. Failure.
It'd be worse than some people find it in big houses.
Now, Meg, my dear, be reasonable and take my advice. I don't want you to spoil your life by making a mistake in the beginning. You ought to marry well and help your family. It's your duty to make a rich match, and it ought to be impressive on you.
Father and Mother don't think so. They like John, though he's poor.
Your parents, my dear, have no more worldly wisdom than 2 babies.
Yeah, well, I'm glad of it.
This Brooke is poor and hasn't got any rich relatives, has he?
No, but he has many warm friends.
You can't live on them. Try it and see how cool will grow. He hasn't got any business, has he?
No, but Mr. Lawrence is going to help him.
That won't last long. So, you intend to marry a man without money, position, or business, and go on working harder than you do now. When you might be comfortable all your days by minding me and taking my advice. I thought you had more sense than I
I couldn't do better if I waited half of my life. John is good and wise. He has heaps of talents. He's willing to work. He's so energetic and brave, and I am proud to think that he cares for me, though I am young and silly. He knows you've got rich relations, child. Oh, March, how dare you say such a thing? John is above such meanness. My John wouldn't marry for money any more than I would, and I won't listen to you a minute more if you speak so. He loves me, and I know that I shall be with him because
Well, I wash my hands of the whole affair. You are a willful child, and you've lost more than you know by this piece of folly. I'm disappointed in you, and haven't spared to your father now. Don't expect anything from me when you're married. You're Mr. Crook's friend and take care of you. I'm done with you forever. Goodbye.
I couldn't help hearing you.
Look at it, Hannah. Tell her that the professor is here. So I see Mr. Mayor. So glad to see you.
And glad to see you, but no, you have a party.
Oh no, only the family. Come in and meet them.
If I should not be Monsieur de Traba, I would gladly see them all.
Father, Mother, this is Professor Bear.
I am glad to meet you. This is your friend of whom you speak?
Oh, yes, my boy Teddy's. I'm very proud of him.
Don't speak of me like that, Joe, as if I were a best kitten or a lapdog. Very nice to meet you, Professor Bear. And please welcome, there's a welcome for you over the way. Thank you, sir. It will give me great pleasure to come.
Lori, come here a minute, will you? Oh, won't you sit down? Your daughter is much interested in German translation of Shakespeare.
It is so. Miss Miss Master, she said that she with several library. I tell her to remember that will help her much for the study of character will aid her. That way she may read it in the words and paint it with the pen. I want my people to know me as I know them, so would you? I may try development to use a German tongue.
It's like trying to push on into English, I fancy. It's quite as difficult.
Her master, Miss Marushi, tell me how you love my Schiller. It's so bright, so bold as to bring you my cup of to see. Oh, one of those sensational papers with the hard pictures. I'm so excited, sir. I did not see you. The Spread Eagle of family store papers. These are not for young people to read. I have no patience with those who do this now.
You are right to put the paper from you. Young people should not see such things.
I'll more get my child gunpowder to play with than this bad trash.
All may not be bad, only silly. And if there's a demand for it, I don't see the harm in supplying it. Many people make very honest livings out of what are called sensational stories.
There is a demand for whiskey, but I don't think you and I should cat this out. If the responsible people know what town they did, they would not think they're living honest. And they would have no right to poison ship them, and let those small people. And the people who write these stories are not only men, but women. I grieve to say so doing, desecrate their most wholesome nature, to live with thieves, murderers, and criminals. Even though it is only in imagination, it is to live in bad company.
I shall enjoy your Schiller very much. Thank you.
Professor Bear, I'm afraid if you leave us the thing, she'll still look at you.
I'm sorrowful to say, but I must say no and take myself away from this so blessed one. But I did tell Miss Marsh that I do myself a pleasure to call this evening a message that I must heed.
So sorry, perhaps another time shall stay.
I shall so gladly come if you be so glad to see me, dear madam.
We will always be glad to see you, Professor Bear. Good night.
Good night, ma'am. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night, Professor Bear.
Oh, Professor Bear!
Good night, sir.
Good night.
I suspect that is a wise man.
I think he is a good one, perhaps. I must be had about tea and Father. Remember he's promised to holiday march today.
Oh yes, I'll go directly, mother. Waited long to greet them all again.
Oh, Professor Bear! Oh, I look bright. You remember Lori, don't you?
Indeed I do, most welcome these birds, my little friend. They make me think of your eyes.
Oh, thank you, sir.
It's good to see you again, Mr. Bear.
And it's good to be here, Miss Amy, and may I congratulate this happy household.
May I congratulate you, sir, on the beautiful book. I've never had anything dedicated to me before, and to begin with Schiller.
As your good word says, Miss Marsha, always begin with the best, but you've been ill, my friend.
I'm not ill, only tired, and worried about that.
Ah, yes, for the good father he has told me, my heart he grieves. I wish I could help do something.
Nothing would help except to have that get well.
That is in God's hands, Miss Marsha, but the spring comes not to help. I know you may think of me. He's old, a stupid fellow. He will not see, but I have an eye and I see, and I have a heart and I feel, but it's best not what I feel.
Oh, you're going? My mother will be in directly.
Thank you, but I think I must go. I think it is time. With happiness in which so richly deserved, be yours for always, my friend. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well then, let us say auf Wiedersehen.
Listen, that's my Robin. See how he struts and tries to show off? He's singing for his supper. Amy, will you bring me some breadcrumbs?
I'll give the latest archaeological report on the burial of the ancients. You know, at a storm day rousing protest in Boston, and me and Mr. Marsh were wondering if you would like to.
As I feared, there is no place in heart for North Carolina.
Oh, Professor Bear, I was looking for you.
And I for you, Miss Marsha.
I was afraid you'd gone.
Do you think I should go out and sing farewell to those who've been so heavenly kind to me?
No, I don't, but I know you have your own business since you came east.
I have hoped to come once I meet before I go.
Oh, so you are gone.
I have no longer any business here. It is done. Because sexual time remains to me.
Yes, sir?
Do you remember that Tina, Miss Kurtz?
Oh, yes, the young girl who you played menagerie with and who you called your Tina.
Yes, my little Tina, she loved to ride on my back. Tina's mother, she's very poor. I wish you could address my little Tina, but I'm too stupid to go alone. Will you kindly give me a word of advice and help?
Of course. I'll gladly help you, Professor Bear.
Ah, this Vanek. Perhaps also short for Tina's mother, she's also very poor, and the husband such care. Yes, a trick won't show be a friendly thing. You think so?
Yes, it'll be a friendly thing. Indeed.
Miss Marsha, may we
Yes?
go when you call shopping together?
I will will go shopping with you with pleasure, Professor Bear.
Miss Masha, there is something more having so bold as to ask you.
Yes, sir?
May we do that shopping trip together tomorrow?
Yes, if you'd like.
I would like in my pain days. I have made up my mind to go far away from here. May I not take from you this bird? Dearest, why do you cry?
Because you're going away.
Joe, I have very much love to give thee, and I wait to see if thou canst care for it, and I wait to be sure that I was something more than a friend. Canst thou make a place in a little heart for old Fritz?
Yes, yes, of course.
Ditch. My Joe.
My Friedrich. Christopher Columbus.
Oh, hurrah! I knew it! I told you so 4 years ago, didn't I, Joe? Oh, Professor, you've got a girl in a million! Except for mine, of course. I know doubts, my friends.
So what's the plan? Why not a double wedding?
My Joe, that's your final name. My Joe and I, we're very simple people, you see, and the ground wing is not for us. My Joe, she's a hot sound school media teacher. Little money, not much, but I think perhaps it could be done, just as you wish.
3 cheers for the Bear Garden. Come everybody, let's join hands and dance around the lovers. What is this? Another pair of lovers?
Yes, and it's Grandma's birthday.
So long life to her and every happiness.
Oh, my girl. However long you shall live, I can never wish you a greater happiness than this.
Congratulations to you closing out the show, and congratulations to our director, Brielle Levenberg. Thanks for 3 great shows. Congratulations to you guys. Congratulations. Have a great Sunday, everybody.